One day, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates were all asked one simple question: what is your key to success? They all had the exact same answer. It was one word. And this word has really opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities. It really made me reflect because it's so simple, really. But when I actually started to think about it and apply it to my life, it changed my life. Hey friends, welcome to Sincerely Sasha, where we discuss motivational ways to love yourself, to be the best you, and to live your dreams. In today's video, we are going to discuss the one word that changed my life, and I believe it'll change yours too. For many successful people, this one word has led them to the greatest successes in their lives. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Here's a little background into this word and why it's so important in our world today. In the world that we live in today, there are so many distractions. We have our smartphones that basically contain anything and everything we could imagine. Each app is vying for our precious time and attention, and it is so easy to get caught in these downward spirals of checking Facebook or TikTok or watching Netflix. And before you know it, 3 hours have gone by. I know that for me, this has been the case sometimes where I do get distracted by, say, YouTube videos where I'm trying to learn a new skill or something that's going on in the world. However, it's okay to relax, but when you have a goal, it's important that you allot time towards that goal and you don't let these distractions get in the way of you accomplishing that goal. One Bible verse that I really love that speaks to focusing on your goals is Proverbs 4, verse 25. And it says, "Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you." From this verse, I wonder if you can guess what the one word that changed my life is. If you guessed focus, then you are correct. The key to success and checking off those goals on your to-do list and seeing that success in your life is focus. You have to be laser focused on what you want and go for it, and don't stop envisioning it and putting it before your eyes. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, some of the world's top entrepreneurs and business people of our generation, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Warren Buffett, were all asked, what is the one word and secret to your success? And they all said focus, without even blinking an eye. So how do we realistically apply focus in our everyday life to where it actually takes effect and we can see the results? If you really think about it, can you really get anything done without focusing on it? For example, if you're driving, you might be driving and focusing on the road and talking on the phone with a friend and also looking at Google Maps to see where you're going. But your attention is really truly only on one thing. Hopefully that's on the road, but this is how maybe accidents happen sometimes, where people's focus might be on something else and they might be doing the driving part on autopilot. Another example is if you're listening to a podcast or an audiobook, for example, and you're trying to watch TV in the background and maybe someone is trying to have a conversation with you, are you going to soak in that audiobook or that podcast truly? Are you really going to get those words deep down inside of you and understand what is going on? Or is your attention going to be on the person that's speaking to you or the TV show that's on? You can only truly focus on one thing at a time, even though many things can be happening around you. One quote that I really love by Richard Branson is, he said, "I'm a very determined person who likes to see things through, but I often have a million different ideas whizzing through my brain at any given time. To help stay focused and drive ideas forward, I make a lot of lists and I make sure to stick to them. I carry a notebook everywhere I go and write down almost every idea that comes to me. I am certainly not Richard Branson. However, I can relate to him in that I have a lot of ideas constantly going on in my brain. And I also like to keep a notebook. Usually it's the notepad on my phone, but sometimes it's a physical notebook. And I like to just write these ideas down so I can filter through them later. It is great to have ideas and to write them down. But in regards to focusing on what's really important, it's vital that you prioritize these notes and these visions and these thoughts that you have so that you can really pinpoint which one you want to focus on. Richard Branson also had a few tips and tricks of things that he actually does to organize his thoughts and to pinpoint his focus. And he said, number one, concentrate on one task at a time. Number two, work out a daily routine and stick to it. Number three, figure out when, where, how, and why you work at your best. Number four, work towards your strengths and make sure you collaborate, delegate, and outsource as much as possible. And bonus point, learning and leaning on a business mentor is really useful. And what is Richard Branson's number one key to success? Focus on one thing at a time. And this has really been the key for many other successful people's journey towards their goals and towards actually checking them off. For example, listen to a few quotes by some very famous, successful people throughout history. Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work in hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought into a focus. Alexander Graham Bell. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Bruce Lee. The more focused you are, the more successful you will be. Tony Robbins. So I have a little challenge for you. This week, take one goal that you would like to accomplish this month and write it down. I always like to write down my goals and put it before your eyes and focus on it. For example, if you watch an hour or two of Netflix a day, cut out one of those hours and put it towards that one goal that you're laser focused on. And if you're like me and you need a quiet space to really focus, then put your phone on silent, put it away even if you have to. Go to a silent place or a room where you can be alone and don't do anything else but work on that goal. And I promise you, when you put aside distractions and you really laser focus in on that goal, you will make leaps and leaps of progress. And you might even check that goal off at the end of the month. I actually think you will. And the best part is just imagine how you feel when you actually do check off that goal. You're going to feel proud of yourself and accomplished and just great. So do it. I believe in you. If you got value from this video, please do like it and subscribe to my channel to continue to receive motivational ways to love yourself, to be the best you, and to live your dreams. And if you think this video can help someone that you know or care about, please do share it with them because I would love to encourage them as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Let's grow together.